All right, let's dive right in. Today we're talking about a massive shift that's happening as we speak, how artificial intelligence is basically forcing us to throw out a 250-year-old rulebook and figure out what it really means to be human.
Now that statement, it really sets the stage, doesn't it? For centuries, we've all been playing a game with a very specific set of rules. But now, it's like the whistle has blown, and those rules just don't apply anymore. The game's over. So what exactly was this game we are all playing for so long?
Well, to understand that, you got to go back about 250 years to the Industrial Revolution. Thing is, it wasn't just about building factories. It was about building a whole new mindset, a way of thinking about our work and our worth that pretty much all of us are still living with today. And this is the heart of that old game, a system that wasn't really built to help people flourish, but to turn people into parts of a market. The goal was pretty simple. Make everything and everyone as efficient as possible, pursuing productivity by literally trying to engineer our humanity right out of the equation. And these were the rules. It's like they were tattooed on our collective consciousness. We were all trained to be cogs in a giant system. Everything we did was measured, monitored, and managed. And all the messy stuff that makes us human, our fears, our feelings, our fragility, that was supposed to be engineered out.
And this all boiled down to one really dangerous idea, that our work equals our worth, that our performance is our personhood. Your job title becomes who you are. If you achieve enough, then you are enough. But what happens if you lose that job? Well, in the eyes of the system, it's like you kind of cease to exist.
So for 250 years, we've been running on this hamster wheel, trying to become more and more machine-like. And then, guess what? The actual perfect machines show up. Artificial intelligence comes onto the scene, and suddenly, this isn't just another disruption. It's a full-on identity crisis for all of us.
And when you measure us against AI using the rules of that old game, well, the result is brutal. I mean, look at the comparison. Speed? AI is faster than we can even think. Cost? It's cheaper than air. And endurance? It never gets tired. It never sleeps. AI is just plain better at the very game we spent centuries trying to master.
Which brings us to the big, scary question, right? When a machine can do everything we were trained to do, but better, faster, and for way cheaper, how in the world do we stay relevant? What's our value now?
You'd think the answer would be some new piece of tech, but surprisingly, it's not. The answer comes from a very human place, from a moment of total collapse and burnout that actually shows us the way forward. And this is the real takeaway here. This isn't the end of the road for us. It's a turning point. The arrival of AI doesn't have to be our extinction event. In fact, it might be the very thing that pushes us to rediscover what makes us unique in the first place.
It all starts at rock bottom, that moment of burnout where the old work equals worth formula just completely shatters. And in that moment of ruin, you're forced to make a confession. The first one is simple: I do not know. And admitting that, that's not failure. That's the birthplace of curiosity.
Then comes the second confession: I could be wrong. This opens up a door to humility, and with it, a whole new level of consciousness. It's the awareness that, hey, maybe my perspective isn't the only one out there. And finally, we get to the third, and maybe the toughest confession: I need others. Now think about it. In a system that trained us for 250 years to be independent, self-sufficient machines, saying this is, well, it's revolutionary. It's admitting a vulnerability that allows for real connection.
So you see what's happening? These three things we were taught to see as weaknesses are actually the source of our greatest strengths. They create a new framework, a new way of seeing our irreplaceable advantage in this age of AI.
And right there, that's the transformation. Weakness flips into strength. Admitting I do not know gives us curiosity. Saying I could be wrong gives us consciousness. And finally, I need others gives us connection. These are the 3 C's.
And look, an AI can write an essay about these ideas, but it can never actually feel them. It can process huge amounts of data, but we're the ones who live that data. An AI can make a mistake, sure, but we're the ones who have to face the consequences. It can simulate connection, but we're the ones who feel it, who fight for it, and who forgive for it.
But here's the craziest part. These new rules, they're not new at all. Not even close. The 3 C's have been the secret sauce behind our greatest achievements this whole time, just kind of hiding in plain sight.
I mean, just look at the scientific method. Its founder, Francis Bacon, built the whole thing on these principles. Observation is really just the curiosity of saying, I do not know.
Experimentation, that's the consciousness of admitting, I could be wrong. And peer review, well, that's the connection you get from saying, I need others.
And it's not just in science. Even Adam Smith, the father of modern economics, got this. He argued that markets aren't just cold, hard machines, they're relationships. They only function when that invisible hand is connected to a heart, through what he called fellow feeling, basically empathy.
So what does this all add up to? It's bringing us to the dawn of a totally new era, the human economy. An economy that's not built on us competing with machines, but on creating a powerful new alliance with them.
But to get there, we really have to flip our thinking on its head. In this new world, where AI has all the answers, our job is to own the questions. I don't know yet becomes more valuable than I know. I could be wrong is more powerful than I'm right. And I need you beats I can do it alone every single time.
So you see, this new division of labor isn't a war, it's a partnership. We let AI handle the transactional stuff, the world of process, scale, and speed. And that frees us, humanity, up to focus on what's transformational, the world of presence, substance, and soul. They can have the speed, we get to keep the soul.
So, as we stand here at this incredible turning point in history, the way forward is actually pretty clear. For 250 years, we tried our best to be machines, and frankly, we were about to lose that game badly. But now we get a chance to play a new game, one where our greatest economic value is, beautifully and profoundly, just being human. The only question is, are we ready to play?